We are live from Alligator Island. Just kidding. This is a video is brought to you by Exfoliage, and we are talking about the essential oils that Young Living recommends for your chakras. And then we have a very important study on mutiny and sedition. So Young Living recommends to apply 1 drop on the chakras to open the energy center and to balance the electrical field of the chakra, starting at the base chakra located at the coccyx at the end of the spinal column and working up. Lavender brings harmony to the chakras, rosemary opens the chakras, and sandalwood affects each chakra differently. To unite the head and the heart, use heliochrysum. The angelic chakra, number 8, located above the crown, we have an oil called Angelica and Neroli. For the crown chakra, we have basil, frankincense. It says it links chakra 1 and 7. Lavender, myrrh, rosemary, rosewood, sandalwood, spruce. The brow chakra is frankincense, heliochrysum, juniper, cedarwood, palo santo, peppermint, pine, rose, thymes, clary sage. Throat chakra is carrot seed, chamomile, cypress, frankincense, geranium, lavender, spearmint, sandalwood, spruce. The heart chakra is bergamot, cinnamon bark, frankincense, hyssop, laurel, lavender, marjoram, melissa, neroli, onca, oregano, black pepper, spikenard, tansy. Solar plexus chakra is carrot seed, calamus, cardamom, citronella, fennel, ginger, juniper, lemon, lemongrass, ylang ylang, valerian. Sacral chakra, we have cassia, coriander, geranium, cinnamon bark, jasmine, myrrh, patchouli, pine, rose, tangerine, ylang ylang. And the base chakra, cardamom, carrot seeds, cedar leaf, cedar wood, clove, frankincense, ginger, myrrh, patchouli, black pepper, vetiver, sandalwood, and it says dilute if necessary, or inhale, or diffuse into the air. Okay. Now I'm reading from my website, which I copied from the Pennsylvania Code. Hold on. Okay. We got 6018. Mutiny or sedition. Any person. Number 1, with the intent to usurp or override lawful military authority, refuses, in concert with any other person, to obey orders or otherwise do his duty, or creates any violence or disturbance, is guilty of mutiny. Number 2, any person with the intent to cause the overthrow or destruction of lawful civil authority, creates in concert with any other person revolt, violence, or other disturbance against the authority, is guilty of sedition. Okay. Number 3, fails to do his utmost any person who fails to do his utmost to prevent and suppress a mutiny or sedition being committed in his presence, or fails to take all reasonable means to inform his superior commissioned officer or commanding officer of a mutiny or sedition which he knows or has reason to believe is taking place, is guilty of a failure to suppress or report a mutiny or sedition. Punishment. A person who is found guilty of attempted mutiny, mutiny or sedition, or failure to suppress or report mutiny or sedition shall be punished as the court-martial may direct. The Gospel according to Google says in Pennsylvania, mutiny is addressed under Title 51, which covers military affairs, specifically Section 6018 on www.palegis.us. Defines mutiny and sedition, while Section 6006 deals with the solicitation of mutiny. Mutiny in this context involves refusing to obey orders, interfering with military authority, or creating violence and disturbance with the intent to usurp lawful authority. Title 51 of Section 6018 defines mutiny as refusing, in concert with others, to obey orders or otherwise do one's duty, or creating violence or disturbance with the intent to usurp or override lawful military authority, creating in concert with others revolt, violence, or other disturbance against lawful civil authority with the intent to overthrow or destruction, failing to suppress a mutiny or sedition in one's presence, or failing to report it to a superior officer. Title 51, Section 006 outlines penalties for soliciting mutiny if the solicited mutiny is attempted or committed. The punishment is the same for the actual mutiny. If the solicited mutiny is not committed or attempted, the punishment is determined by a court-martial. Solicitation for mutiny, 6006, is called desertion and mutiny. Any person subject to this part who solicits or advises another or others to desert in violation of 6009 relating to desertion, or mutiny in violation of 6018 relating to mutiny or sedition, shall, if the offense solicited or advised is attempted or committed, be punished with the punishment provided for the commission of the offense, but if the offense solicited or advised is not committed or attempted, the person shall be punished as a court-martial may direct. And then we have Section B, misbehavior before the enemy and sedition. Any person subject to this part who solicits or advises another or others to commit an act of misbehavior before the enemy in violation of Section 6023 relating to misbehavior before the enemy, or sedition in violation of Section 6018, shall, if the offense solicited or advised is committed, be punished with the punishment provided for the commission of the offense. But if the offense solicited or advised is not committed, the person shall be punished as a court-martial. Okay. Oh, and the Bible thing. I have another phone. Hold on. Put all my devices here today. This is important. If you go to my website, where science meets religion.blogspot.com, I have like an emergency section, and this is for missing information, and I guess I need to add the book of Lehi in there, but 2 Samuel 4. I need you to pull out your book to 2 Samuel 4, okay? Now, the king... 2 Samuel 4.13 is missing out of the King James, and I'm pretty sure it's missing out of the one that I have here. Okay. This is what it says. 2 Samuel 4, starting at line 8. They brought the head of Ishbosheth unto David to Hebron, and said to the king, Behold, the head of Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, thy enemy, which sought thy life, and the Lord has avenged my lord, the king, this day of Saul and his seed. And David answered Rechab and Baanah, his brothers, the sons of Rimmon, the Beerothite, and said unto them, As the Lord liveth, who has redeemed my soul out of all adversary. When one told me, saying, Behold, Saul is dead, thinking to have brought good tidings, I took hold of him and slew him in Ziklag. Who thought that I would have given him a reward for his tidings? How much more, when wicked men have slain a righteous person in his own house upon his own bed? Shall I not therefore now require his blood of your hand, and take you away from the earth? And David commanded his young men, and they slew them. And they cut off their hands and their feet, and hanged them up over the pool of Hebron. But they took the head of Ishbosheth and buried it in the sepulchre of Abner in Hebron. And then maybe that's all 12 and 13 together, because then the next one is 14. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, What meaneth the noise of this tumult? And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Okay. So again, maybe it was just a typo in King James that they didn't number line 13. I'm going to read it. Same thing here. Okay, when you read it from the whole section of 4 is called the murder of Ishbal. And, 14 is not in here at all. My book stops at 12, so it's 2 Samuel 4. Okay, 12 is the last one I found in my book. And this is what it says. I'll start at 8 again. They brought Ishbal's head. It's interesting how they spell it. This book spells it Ishbaal. King James is... Oh. I lost it. Hold on. Ishobos. Hets. What a scam. Anyway, they brought Ishbal's head to David at Hebron. Here they said to the king, Is the head... Here, they said, is the head of Ishbal, son of Saul, your enemy, who sought your life. The Lord has avenged my lord, the king, today on Saul and his offspring. And David answered Rechab and his brother Baanah, saying, As the Lord lives, who has delivered me from all adversity, the man who thought to bring me good news when he told me Saul was dead, this man I seized and killed in Ziklag, rewarding him for his good news. How much more when bandits have killed an honest man in his house on his bed, Am I not bound to demand an account of his blood from you and wipe you from the earth? Then David gave an order to his soldiers, who put them to death and cut off their hands and feet and hung them up beside the pool of Heshbon. Ishbaal's head they took and buried in Abner's grave at Hebron.